Please go to elithecomputerguy.com and failednormal.com to see the videos that are too dangerous for YouTube. Welcome back. And so in today's video, we're going to do a small project where we use an ultrasonic sensor and a buzzer to basically simulate the little backup alert system that many people have in their cars nowadays. You know how you back up and if there's an object behind you, there'll be a little buzzer, and when you're far away from the object, it'll say beep, 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 and then as you get closer, beep, 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 right? You know, that very, very, very obnoxious little alarm system that is also incredibly valuable. I am so happy for the modern world and the simple little benefits such as that kind of distance alarm system. And so that's what we're going to create today, is we're going to use an ultrasonic sensor. This is going to be connected to an Arduino. We're going to connect a buzzer to the Arduino, and basically as an object gets closer to the sensor, again, that little alarm is going to get faster and faster and faster. So it'll be beep, 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 So that's what we're going to do today. So with that, let's go over to the workbench, and I can show you what components we're going to be using, and then I'll show you the code for this. So here we have the functional components of this particular project. Of course, we're using a breadboard. You can use almost any breadboard size that you want, but we just need a breadboard to be able to connect the parts. Again, we're using Arduino Uno. As always, you can generally use any Arduino board that you want. We're just using this as default. For the ultrasonic sensor, this is the only one. You do have to make sure you grab the right ultrasonic sensor. This is the HC-SR04. There are different ultrasonic sensor modules out there. So these are ultrasonic sensor modules. They both technically, they use the same technology. They're just designed a little bit differently. This particular one has 5 pins, and so you interact with it slightly differently than you do this one. So that's just one of those things to keep in mind whenever you're dealing with something like a sensor module. You can have the exact same essential technology, but the module itself, you may have to interact with it differently. So this, we're not using that one. We're using the 4-pin HC-SR04 ultrasonic distance module, and then we're just grabbing a little buzzer. This is a piezo buzzer. There's all kinds of different buzzers out there. They're all the same. Basically, they've just got a positive and negative connector on the back. Depending on what size and how it's designed, it will have a different sound to it. So some will be lower and some will be higher. But there's nothing really technical to configure about it with it, and it doesn't really matter for a project like this which one you use. You could use this one, or you could use this one. We're using this one, frankly, because it has longer pins. Again, one of those stupid little things whenever you're dealing with projects. This is actually the one that comes in the Arduino starter kit. So I really like the Arduino starter kit from Arduino for many things. The only thing I don't like is the buzzer. If you take a look, see how tiny those pins are? These pins are a real pain in the butt to work with projects. So one of the reasons I like this particular buzzer, and spent 50 cents to buy one, see those nice long pins? I like long pins and I cannot lie. Again, it's a stupid thing to make your life easier. So the reason I'm using this particular one is it has longer pins. So these are the main functional components for this project. We put those aside, and then this is the actual assembled project. Again, one of the things I like with the breadboard is you can connect the buzzer and the ultrasonic sensor just simply directly to the Arduino board, but especially with something like an ultrasonic sensor, it's nice to mount it to a breadboard so you have something that keeps it upright. So I've connected this up, I've connected the buzzer. Basically how this goes is if you look at the pinout for this, on this side furthest down here, you have voltage in, then you have the digital trigger pin, then you have the digital echo pin, then you have the ground. So we have positive, we have negative, and then we have the digital pins here. Then as far as the buzzer is concerned, we have the ground going to the negative pin for the buzzer, and the yellow here, this is for For the positive of the signal, this goes to the digital pin. So with this, whenever you're going to have something like an LED or a buzzer, generally the power is going to be coming from the digital pin, and that's how you turn it on and off. So when power goes across this digital pin, it will go to the buzzer turns on, beep, and then it goes through the thing and then stops, and beep, and stops, and beeps, and stops. Anyways, so this is basically how you design this project. There's just really not a whole lot to it. So with that, let's go over and take a look at the code. So here is the code for this particular project. One of the things that you will notice is I did not start the serial monitor for this particular project. So we will not actually use the serial monitor to determine exactly how far away an object is from the sensor. We will totally use the buzzer for that. So when we're taking a look at this, the first part that we have to do is we have to define the digital pins. So as with any ultrasonic distance sensor project, we're going to have to define the trigger pin. So the trigger pin is digital pin 8. We're going to have to define the echo pin. The echo pin is digital pin 9. And then for this particular project, we're going to have to define the buzzer pin. So again, we have to turn on that buzzer. This is going to give the positive power to the buzzer. And so for that, we've gone with digital pin 10. Very simple there, just defining those 3 pins. Then down here, we're going to be creating our variables. So with any kind of ultrasonic distance sensor, the first thing that we're going to have to do is create a variable for duration. That is how long it takes from the ultrasonic signal to leave the trigger pin and come back on the echo pin. So that's the timing there. We are using a long variable type. So when you're dealing with variable types, there's ints, floats, and longs. Ints are basically variables that have a size from negative 32 some odd thousand to 32 some odd thousand. Floats are numbers with decimal points, 10.1, 5.5, so on and so forth. Longs are a large number. So when you're dealing with this duration, you just are going to set it as a long number. We have float for distance in inches, just so we can turn duration into a number that makes sense to us. We're going to turn duration into distance in inches, and for that, we're going to do a float. And then we're going to create an integer for timer. So this is actually going to be used for the value of the delay. Whenever you're doing Arduino programming, remember that basically this is a loop. It's just a loop that keeps looping. And so how we create that delay effect, that beep, 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 right? How we do that is by changing the value of the timer variable. So we either make that longer or shorter, and that's where you get the beep, 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 beep. That's how you get that effect. Then we're going to go down and we're going to go to setup. Again, there's no serial.begin here. This is just simply the pins. So we have pin mode function. Trigger pin is output. So that's sending out for the sensor. Pin mode echo pin is input. That's receiving for the sensor. And then of course, pin mode buzzer. We got to be able to turn on the buzzer. We are going to be setting that to output. From there, we're going to go down and we're going to take a look at the actual loop. So this is the code that's just going to keep looping. And so for the first part of this right here is all just the standard code that you have to write with an ultrasonic sensor. This is what gives you something that you can work with. So digital write trigger pin low, delay microseconds 2, digital write trigger pin high, delay microseconds 10, digital write trigger pin low. And that's basically just what is required to make the ultrasonic sensor be able to get the information, be able to get the distance. And then what we're going to do is the first variable we have to get is that duration. How long does it take a signal to get from the trigger pin back to the echo pin? In order to calculate that, you have a function called pulse in, and all you do is you feed it echo pin and high, and it figures it the hell out. From there, though, we need a number that we can deal with, right? Duration is great. Duration is a number, but it's not really a number that I can get my head around. So what I want to do is I want to turn duration into distance in inches. In order to do that, it's just a calculation. Duration times 0.0133 divided by 2 gives you however many inches that it is. I don't know where that math comes from. That's just how it works out. So then what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we are going to make what actually makes this little project work. This is how we start making that little buzzer operate. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to turn the digital buzzer on. We're going to turn the buzzer on. So digital write, buzzer high. So that turns the buzzer on. We are going to delay for 50 milliseconds. So this isn't microseconds, this is milliseconds. So basically we're going to turn the buzzer on for about a 20th of a second. So it's going to beep, right? It's just going to come on. Then what we're going to do is we're going to digital write buzzer low. So that's going to turn the buzzer off. So all this does is this creates, within the loop, this is going to turn the buzzer on for a very short period of time and then turn it off. Then what we're going to do is that timer variable that we created up top, what we're going to say is timer equals distance in inches times 10, right? So however far it is in inches, we're just going to say times 10. And so what that does is down here for this delay, right? So this delay is how long the Arduino will pause itself before it runs the loop again. So we turn the buzzer on, beep, and we turn the buzzer off, and then this tells the Arduino how long to pause for. So the shorter the distance in time, then the closer together the beeps will be. Beep, 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 beep. The farther, the longer the distance in time, the farther away the beeps will be. Beep, 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 beep. Kind of get what I'm saying there? So when we say timer equals distance in inches times 10, basically what we're saying here, since this is milliseconds, so if it's 1 inch away, it will delay for 10 milliseconds. If it's, I don't know, 12 inches away or something like that, it will delay for 120 milliseconds. So the farther away it is, the longer the delay will last. And so that's how this code works. And with that, let's go over to the workbench. I'll power this thing up and you can see how it functions in the real world. Okay, so here we have the project all built out. We have a little ultrasonic sensor, we have our piezo buzzer, we have our Arduino, we have all the wiring. So let's turn the power onto this thing. Okay, so you can hear it beeping. And right now, it's actually detecting something about 10 feet away. So that's why you get that very slow beep. So we're gonna take a box here, we're gonna put in front of it and see how it gets quicker. Gets even faster. And so that's really all there is to this particular project. So that's really all there is to creating a little audio alert project using one of these ultrasonic distance sensor and a little buzzer. It's just a little bit of code, you put it all together, and then depending upon how far away an object is, that will delay how often the code loops, and then that gives you basically the beep, 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 boop, 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 functionality for this particular project. Now, one of the things that I would say for this particular project, once you start getting into doing things a little bit more complicated, or if you're going to do something in a production environment, you would want to do some kind of if statement in there that says if the distance is farther than X, don't have the buzzer turn on. That would be an important thing with this project if you're going to make it in a production environment. So as I showed in this particular project, there is an object, I don't know, again, like 10, 12 feet away from me in that direction. And so when I turned the ultrasonic distance sensor on, it could actually detect that. It could actually detect that. And so that's why you got the beep, 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 because it was bouncing off of that. So what you would want to do in the real world is you would want to figure out what's the distance where you want to start alerting off of, again, whether it's 12 inches or 36 inches or whatever it is, and then you would want to put an if statement in there that would basically say if distance in inches is over, equal to or greater than 70 or 60 or whatever, basically don't have the buzzer turn on is what you would want to do. So that is just one of those things to be thinking about if you're going to put this into a production environment. And also if you're sitting there trying to figure out, wait a minute, why is this thing beeping when the closest thing is a wall that's 10 feet away. And the reality is, one of the cool parts about these ultrasonic distance sensors is, depending on which particular one you buy and its accuracy, whole 9 yards, you can actually get a pretty long range distance out of one of these little guys, especially when you're dealing with things like Arduino projects. So that's just something to keep in mind. We'll probably deal with that in another project when we're dealing with it. So with that, that's really all there is to this particular project. If you want to play around with it, when you're looking at that variable, timer equals distance times, whatever the number is. I put it distance times 10. You may want to go in there and play with that a little bit. Maybe distance inch times 100, or times 25, or times 50. That's one of the things you can go in there and you can tweak, and then you can figure out what you prefer. Again, as far as the sound of the buzzer is concerned, more or less, the buzzer is just kind of hardwired for a particular sound. So if you want a different sound out of a buzzer, you literally just have to buy a different buzzer. But again, buzzers are, 40, 50 cents or something like that. So that's not exactly a big deal. So as always, I enjoyed doing this video and look forward to seeing you at the next one.